In the early part of the 2000s, the treatment for HIV was working remarkably well. However, a limited number of people were accumulating for whom the standard of care was no longer working. They had HIV that was resistant to the drugs. In those instances, we applied to Health Canada, asking them to give us access to 2 experimental drugs simultaneously so that we could control the virus in these people. They took their time, they declined our request, and after many requests, eventually one of the cohort of 5 people waiting for those drugs desperately died that summer. I made a commitment that this was not going to happen to the other 4. I recruited Tico Kerr, a patient of mine in the same boat, to help me with this. Tico's response was, "Who am I to help you, Julio?" And I said, "Look, Tico, every single person that has ever bought one of your paints is going to come to help us. Let's recruit them and change the course of history." And we did. Within 6 months, we had access to the drugs, and we saved the lives not only of those 4 people, but many more thereafter. 6 months later, at a meeting with the World Health Organization, the newly appointed Minister of Health, Tony Clement, tried to insult me by telling me that I was no longer a scientist, but rather an activist. Little did he know he was complimenting me. I was an activist because they were not doing their job. I'm Julio Montaner, and that was my defining moment.